Las Vegas.
Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Denver Broncos
and the Las Vegas Raiders.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Powell now to take it out of the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hurts throwing right away.
And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. The Raiders at a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Hurts. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz.
And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 36. McCaffrey running up the middle.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This defense for the Broncos, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. His throw incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Austin. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders 35. A good pickup there of 22.
And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super Bowl winners, multiple Super Bowl winners. So he's getting up with the legends now. Congratulations.
Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They fake the handoff, now Murray. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. Got a man. It's McBride complete. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Play fake. Murray. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's McBride. We're scoreless after 1. Broncos football as we begin quarter number. They're going for it. It's Murray. Being chased out left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Kyler Murray, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Broncos post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Let's go now.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it, and the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. That's now his 2nd interception and as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
And a lot of times these players, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On play action, it's Murray. And it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Play action. Now it's Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. T. Higgins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
Broncos 14, Raiders nothing. Jack Fox set to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Powell now to take it out of the end zone.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves.
And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0.
Broncos 21, Raiders nothing. Jack Fox set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball. That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Here's Hurts to throw. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the
Hurts fumbles it. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Throwing is Hurts.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Murray now. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now Murray off play action. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw is Murray. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Murray. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And the rout is on here in this first half.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And this is going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Murray now on first down. Goes right back to McBride. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Murray now to throw. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. And the Raiders will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
On first down, Hurts. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's the Raiders punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. So it sails out of bounds close to midfield, and they'll say actually right at midfield. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's Murray. Completes it to Austin.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into second half blowout material. Meanwhile, Murray's throw here caught by Mims.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Murray. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
To throw, it's Murray. Forced out to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now Murray. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. But to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Up the gut, McCaffrey. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. This is caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Murray flips this forward on a jet sweep, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Broncos are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this 35-0 now.
Raiders nothing. Jack Fox set to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career, and Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. Here's the Raiders punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it.
Here's Smith to return it.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop it behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. And this will be caught. But forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I